So Peter Norvig and I, Peter is my good friend and buddy, a Google engineer, who teaches class together, got together and decided, let's put this class online. And we had no clue what that meant at the time. But to test the waters, we sent one email, and I'll show you the email. This is the entire email. In fact, this is my entire marketing campaign for my artificial intelligence class. And you shouldn't read it all. I'm going to highlight one sentence for you. We told people it's free, it's online, you can sign up. We got a domain name, aiclass.org. And we give you the same exams and exercises as Stanford students, so you can compare yourself to Stanford students. Now, Peter and I took bets how many students we would get. And Peter would say 2,000, 3,000. And I was the outlier, I said 10,000 students. And, I mean, at that time, there weren't classes that had 10,000 students. I mean, today it feels like completely natural and normal, that's 10,000, but at the time that didn't exist. So people looked at me and said, Sebastian, dream on. Now that was on a Friday afternoon. Saturday morning when I woke up, there were 5,000 students signed up. Sunday morning, 10,000 students. Monday morning, when we were all over the blogosphere, how great Stanford was, finally opening up its sacred walls to the public, we had 14,000 students, which is when the administration figured out what it just done. I didn't expect anything like that. And I got a phone call from my dean saying, Sebastian. And I said, Dean! So after a whole bunch of meetings, we agreed to continue and offer this class free of charge to the world. And two other Stanford faculty, Ring and Jennifer Willem, decided to also put their classes online that they had previously prepared for more like close classroom use. Now, I was facing a problem. At the time, I was a Google VP, Stanford research professor, teaching my classes. I had basically 2 full-time jobs. And I had no technology, and I had to teach a class to 160,000 students. So obviously there was something missing. So we had to scramble together a technology platform within a few weeks and make a class that we could teach to 160,000 students. And we were nervous about going to class because there's too many students. 160,000 is a large number, so it's a very high embarrassment factor. So Peter and I, yes, Peter and me, scrambled in our basement and his house, my house, to put together this class. And there was one thing that I really want to do differently, and we do differently today, and later demonstrate to you so you can see the effect of it, is that I just never was inspired by the way online classes are built. What we do in the classroom is very different from what we can do online. In the classroom, you're forced to go at a fixed speed with the students. And if I pictured a stadium of 160,000 students, God forbid a stadium the size doesn't exist, then the best I could do is just shout out my lecture. But I never felt it was the right way to learn. So what we decided to do is, rather than recording our lectures, we recorded our exercises and made the class entirely around exercise and student experience. So here's a typical example in the middle of a class. This was literally done on a piece of paper, on a napkin, with a pen, and a camcorder that my wife had given me for my birthday on a tripod. That's the origin of the MOOCs. And in this class, I really introduce concepts by question after question after question. This is a fairly evolved mathematical logics concept out of Bayes networks, which most of you will probably have no clue what it's talking about. You can take my class here. But the key thing is we extended the video format from a pure passive viewing experience to one where the student gets engaged and has to answer questions. So the video screen that will explain the question would stop, freeze, and have either push buttons or numerical questions or textual questions, and then students would be able to venture their guesses, and then the system would give feedback whether these things are right or wrong. And then I would come to the students' rescue and explain to them how I would solve the problem. So always student exercise first. We scrambled